ands or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. Every day of my life, man, I gotta stay 100. That's just how it is when you coming where I'm from. Hey man, I rock my own clothes with my name on my shirt to let everybody know the L is the same and the B is for Blizzle. Yes, I make it snow, but just keep that on the lizzo. My bloodline is filthy, most of us is criminals. The jack of all trades, but the master counting decimals. Sticky situation, so I keep my heat accessible. I'd rather your peeps than my peeps looking pitiful. It's crunch time. Hey man, I do this for y'all, just in case you didn't know it, man, I die for my dogs. My only fear is counting too much money. The same cats that help me get it might try to take it from me. My deepest fear is goons pulling up beside me, ready to lick shots, pop, pop, and try to blind me. I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. I came from a family where females were go-getters. Granddad was an alcoholic, grandma was a bootlegger. Hey man, that's where I got my hustle. Plus my Aunt Julia was never scared to bust ya. And Uncle Dan, he was a fool. He didn't care about too much. You smoke you too. Taught us that drug dealers didn't last too long. That's why I put my all into each and every song. I see death around the corner. Lord knows, where will I be without Joanna? She helps me focus and keep my eyes on the prize. Man, your boy been 100. Man, I put that on my life. And I'm just trying to live right. I know goons that was killers that committed suicide. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. You can take my breath away, but I'll never sell my soul. And I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. And man, you know I keep it 100.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy OTK, man. Open the knowledge. Yeah, man, I know I've been gone for a second, man. You know what I mean? I was just going off a live, doing shows, but I wasn't gone. I was still listening. Definitely still listening, and everybody's still tuning in. Still doing my likes, my shares, and making sure people subscribe, man. Shouts out to everybody out there, all American Indians, all the Aboriginal Indians, all the indigenous Indians, all the native Indians, however you want to call y'all, the West Indians. You know what I mean? Shouts out to y'all, man. Hope everything is going good for y'all today. Man, I hope y'all told somebody out there that y'all love them. Somebody, someone, or something. Because they need it. You know what I mean? They definitely need it. Shout out to the military, man, for keeping us safe over here, man, so we can walk out our door and choose whether to go left, right, choose religion, not religion, or we're not forced into anything that we don't want to do. You know what I mean? Not the way that you live your life, that's up to you. But thanks that we have the opportunity and the free will. You know what I mean? So shouts out to the military, man. Definitely shouts out to them. No hard regrets. And definitely, man, to all people that's still serving, that already served, and that's gonna serve. Hey man, shouts out to y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna get right into it. Y'all see the title, man. I'm gonna drop the links so we can have some live commentary as we go. And I'm gonna let this drop real quick.
Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you. We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you. See, we don't have to rush. Baby girl, be patient. Anticipation of love making, got your legs shaking. See, every time I'm next to you, I feel your heart beat faster. But yet you try to hide behind your smile and your laughter. See, money's what I'm after, so all I do is chill. I'm out here on the grind, I'm trying to see a meal. You never seen this good life, well come on, let me show you. You never had a real hug, well come on, let me hold you. This life I lead is troublesome. You win some, you lose some. You lost one, then gain one. You want some, come get some. See, everything you want, you need, I got you. Even though you don't know me, I don't know you, baby, I got you. That's just how it goes to me. Rather have you next to me, never in front or back of me. You look good beside me, but we take it there. It's some things you need to know. We don't have to rush, baby, we can take it slow. We don't have to rush, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you. We don't have to rush, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you. Say you like me, it's what you want. I ain't about games, I'm trying to front. See something that you want, then get it. Ice cream man always deliver, never late. I come on time. Tell me, girl, what's your room size? Sitting here, watch you visualize. I can't lie, see it in your eyes. Fantasize, I'll meet you all day, all night. Let me strap your seatbelt on before we take this flight. Hey, you know I'm helicopter high. Baby, you know I'm on a wide, baby, we can vibe. And that's just how it is. El Bliss will keep it realer than all the rest is. And don't compare me to them other dudes. I act a fool, with my tool, lock it down, just for you. You got a man, you can keep him too. I don't want him, I want you. Got a couple friends, but I got a couple too. Just let me know, girl, what you wanna do. And we can keep it on the low, long as you know, baby, just take it. We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you. We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you.
Feeling all type ways right now, for real.
I got you. This life I live is hectic, man.
I ain't worried about
Don't ever
that.
think
You
I
always
got
talking
time.
that stuff, man. I can't tell though.
Just look at it this way. Whenever we together, that means I got time for you.
That ain't enough.
Word,
For real.
man.
It's not
I
enough.
ain't trying to show you what this life I live is like.
I already know what it's like. Been there, done that. That's what's up.
I told you, I got you, man.
We
don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you. We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life. Come on, let me show you, yeah.
Yeah, man. Shouts out, shouts out. Hey, man, the link in the chat, man. Y'all boy will come on and jump on now before I start showing this. So y'all will already be on when when I after we through. You know what I mean? You know, that way it fall right in line with each other. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys go ahead and hit the link now, though. Y'all want to. You know what I mean? Definitely welcome, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, shout out to Big Dog Philly OG, man. Sister Bethy for the powerful put together for the show from yesterday, man. Wow. Wow. Shout out to Sister Sharice from the show from yesterday. Shout out to Bat for the show for the last couple of days, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Top Cat for the show he got going on. Shout out to Cuddy for still putting in work out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Greedy, man. Shouts out to what my other brother name is, man. Man, I don't even know, man. The Enemy's Public, yeah. God damn. I don't know how I messed that up because I think of Public Enemy. But man, shout out to all y'all out there doing great work, man. Aboriginal TV, man. You know what I mean? Supreme. All y'all boy, man. Keep doing what y'all do. Sister Bethy, Chief Powhatan, Mama Chief. You know what I mean? Shout out to all y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all do. You feel me? Unscrambled minds. You know what I mean? Family, man. You know what I'm talking about? Word. Definitely, man. Hope y'all day was going good. You know? You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. They said death travels in threes, man. That was an old saying growing up, man. And death sure did travel in threes around here. You know what I mean? But how big your family is, sometimes death travels in fours, not just threes. But I got some interesting stuff to show today, too. I'm gonna get into some reading too, man. You know what I mean? Let me see, it's 5 something. I plan on be through with everything like about 9 o'clock. I'm out. I'm gonna do some of this Young Dolph. Day 1. It's actually day 2 of the trial, but I wanted to stay a day behind. That way, when the weekend come, we can still keep going through, so we don't have to take no break or nothing like that, man. You know what I mean? I'm also gonna do some of that YSL. You know what I mean? Man, shout out to Big Dog Philly OG, my OG. You know what I mean? Manny Avarelis Jr., man. Shouts out. Peace and respect, man. You know what I mean? That boy open the knowledge. That's the link. Anybody go ahead, y'all can hit the link. You know what I'm talking about? Word. Shouts out to my dog Milestone Thoughts, man. You know what I mean? Chief Crazy. Overstanding. Man, any of y'all can hit the link, man. Y'all want to build on this right here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let this last song play right here, man. Link in the chat. Give people time to hit it, and then I'll start it after this, man.
Say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down. She say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down. Man, you know I lock it down. Certified thug. Mix it with some passion, but you call it making love. I only got one night, so baby girl, let's mingle. Feeling like Weezy, little mama, cause I'm single. Let your head down, let your earrings jingle. My name is L Bliss, and like Chris, I get Pringles. You know I hold it down. Baby, I'm a G. 2 Street, baby, lockdown, ENT. You know I keep it 100 every day of my life. Gin and juice got me open. What's your plan for tonight? Maybe we can slide, or maybe we can float. Overdose on L Bliss, all it take is one toke. Whoa. She say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down. She say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down.
Come fuck with a G. Low on some trees, every coast of the city lights. Alizé, Hennessy for them late nights. Call Jones when your man ain't acting right. All she want is thug nigga who slang that pipe. Let your man be the one to fuss and fight. I'll be that dove to put it in your life. Sip rose as you strip to some OJs. Text my phone for pictures of that thing. And how the neighbors already know a nigga name. And telling everybody how you wanna be a man. But baby girl, that was never part of my plan.
Say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down. She say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down.
Hey, you need a thug in your life. You can be a boom blunt. I'm the bud, you the wife. Passion and sex like husband and wife. I can make your heart melt like a tub full of ice. Like a tub full of ice. What you come do tonight? We can take flight in my helicopter ride. My helicopter ride. Take it to the other side. Show you a couple sights that you never seen in life. She never seen in life. Experience new things, you don't need to think twice. I can be your man, but that's just for the night. I ain't TIP, but I give you what you like. You can hit me on the phone when you're scratching for the pipe.
Say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down. She say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down. She say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down. She say she only got fucked by a drug dealer, but never felt the real passion of a thug nigga. Baby, I'm a G. Hell yeah, hold it down. Take a chance and you'll see. Man, you know I lock it down.
Yeah, man, just a little intermission. Got time today. You know what I'm talking about? I got time today. Word, I got time today. Word. I got time today. You know what I mean? I got time. So I got time today. Hey, let's go, y'all.
Constantly stressing, wondering if I chose the right direction. Nobody told me pain would leave an everlasting impression, so I go on my clear, that's my best protection. Coming up about the struggle, ain't nothing ever been beautiful under these coats of pain. I just make it look good to you, keeping my feelings inside cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. So I suck up my pride, I don't wanna hurt nobody. Hearing voices of grandma telling me to come down. So much of weight you brought, don't let your family down. With this load upon my shoulder, that your thumb became a boulder. Thought it would change when I was older, baby, I'm a soldier. We came a long way to bathrooms, we never had them. Throw that shit up in the woods of country flushing. Thanks to this game, cause it got me living better. They try to stop my blessings, but I will never let them.
Shouts out to Drake Cobbs, man. Manny Avarellas. Hey, let me tell you, man. I don't got the song FAPA. And if you've been talking about the other cut that I got that I haven't put the song that I gotta sing the Drake Cobbs and Cars. Yeah, I ain't put that out yet. You talking about this one?
Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind, and I can't fall short. No, always. Keep it thousand. Slow mo. Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind, and I can't fall short. No, always. Keep it thousand. Slow mo.
Yeah, okay. All right, bet. Yeah, let me go ahead and bring that back for you then.
Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind, and I can't fall short. No, always. Keep it thousand. Slow mo. Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind, and I can't fall short. No, always. Keep it thousand. Slow mo. Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind, and I can't fall short. No, always. Keep it thousand. Slow mo. Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind, and I can't fall short. No, always. Keep it thousand. Slow mo.
Top it out, I see your point.
Yeah, so that's like the whole track. You know, we did that for the community video. Well, you know what I mean? Shouts out to my dog, Straight Smoke, cleanup crew, man. Straight Smoke, Belioso, Dosanel, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he did the community support video with that beat right there. But that's like the whole thing right there. And that's like on a mixtape. That's for my mixtape. So, you know what I mean? Once I decide to put it out, then that's when I'm gonna go ahead and then just probably it all depends. How hard, you know, I know once Dre Cobbs jump on it, once Cosmon drop on it, I might just go ahead and just outright buy the beat. You know what I mean? From them. Even though it's for a mixtape, I might just go ahead and buy the beat. You know, so yeah, once them boys drop on it, definitely it's gonna be a banger, man. Definitely. So man, how many of y'all been hold on. Let's see real quick. Give me a second. Let's see. For some reason, though, for real, for like some reason, like certain, I know, certain things just ain't been acting right. You know what I mean? Like every time I try to present something that's on YouTube or something like that to deal with the internet always start acting up and all that. But man, let's see. Yep, it's showing up now as always. Try to do me.
That raw freestyle.
Good move. Done that.
We sit sideways. You can catch me sitting sideways. It's something pretty with the ratchet on me. I stay strapped because I always keep a package on me. Dirty, you get serious niggas die here. Y'all niggas had it up to now. This is my year. I'm dirty, moving coke through the turnpike. These niggas call me Michael Jackson cause they know the dawn turned white. I live the goon's life and move with the moonlight. 100 bricks in the dark to turn the room white. Greenville, we grinding around here, sitting sideways with guns inside the dinosaur tails. Step your swag up, I only move with smart dudes. And my trap pump more than your heart do. Fish scale, yeah, I'm scarred for life. Slanging bricks in the jungle, I got a Tarzan price. Plus the money longer than the vines he swing on. While y'all niggas breaking buds, we cutting bells with the chainsaw. Dirty, that's the clip when the cop man carbon 15. I go drums than a rock band. Riding the drop man, I got plenty raw. White on white being the same color as some dinner floss. Fuck fat fish, scale, boo the big fish. I'm so bready, you can call my money fish sticks. You can catch me sitting sideways and something pretty with the ratchet on me. I stay strapped because I always keep a package on me. Dirty, it get serious niggas die here. Y'all niggas had it up to now. This is my year. Okay. I'm dirty and my eyes sitting real low. And coop those up like I just kicked the field goal. And hop off in the Tahoe. I blow so much color purple, you can call me Hoppo. Y'all niggas can't get close to the dawn. Yeah, I got my mom stoked to the dogs. Bloody dollar make the fatal, homie. If I kill you, only way they find you is they gotta cut a couple gators open. I've been gangster since I've been born. And these pussies niggas phonier than a 3-cent coin. I'm up in the game. I blow your fucking head off. Chopper so big that I can pull my fucking leg off. Sitting sideways. I gotta kill the track. I swear to God, I got my white the opposite of black. This game been mine, and y'all trying to get it back. And plus, I love how y'all hate this shit. Opposite of track, and I got a red flag, and I got a red hoe, and I'm grinding off in China, so I'm getting red dough. Fuck a little beaner, gotta whip a red roll. In the inside, Rudolph, outside, red nose. I keep talking money, you heard, I'm dead rich. That mean I got my fish and bread and Jesus fed with. You can catch me sitting sideways. It's something pretty with the ratchet on me. I stay strapped. I always keep a package on me. Dirty, it gets serious niggas die here. Y'all niggas had it up to now. This is my year. Okay, homie. Dirty. Now shit's about to get wicked.
and bullets jumping out the chopper like some motherfucking crickets. Greenville, that's my home, nigga, Dirty Hill. Ain't nothing for a nigga to get murdered here. I'm moving quick fast for this quick cash and keep a package on me like a nigga with a shit bag. Fresh out of jail, so the Don doing the Conway. Hit the runway and holler fam off in Conway. This the Don way, matter of fact the Don day. And I only move 2 blocks like a pawn play. This my day off and don't feel like touching nothing. But I got some cocaine that's jumping like she double dutching. You can catch me sitting sideways, something pretty with the ratchet on. I stay strapped, so I always keep a package on me. Third day, it gets serious, niggas die here. Y'all niggas had it up to now, this is my year.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Poco today. I was seeing if that one, you know what I mean, delay anything like that. So I see that it was still letting me play. So let's get into some of this case, man. So we can get that up and going, and then we can go from there. And I like cases, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like cases. Definitely do now. I like going through court cases and stuff like that. I like watching them. Definitely. So a lot of this stuff is boring if you're not used to court and how long these procedures and stuff like that takes. A lot of that stuff is boring, man. Like you gotta sit there for a long time. But that's the whole key of it. How attentive can you stay? Because just 1 second of being unattentive, you might miss something. You know, wording means a lot. You know what I mean? Wording definitely means a lot. Definitely. So I'm gonna see if they just let me show this while I talk over it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Somebody did tell me, you know, start throwing it a little. Start throwing a little music in the background or something. You know what I mean? Man, rest in peace and live in peace to Young Dolph, man. You know, Flipper, man. You know what I'm saying?
Seen a lot of shit, boy. There was times when I didn't think I'd make it out. I was just trying to make it by no cap, had a nigga feeling left out. The niggas in the grave on sale, so I had to figure out my best route.
They play something in the background, you know what I mean? I'll lower this down. Y'all let me know. How that sound in the chat, yo? Is that too loud? Is that too loud, or is that just right? Or whatever, man. The music in the background. Well, y'all still can hear my voice loud and clear. But I mean, when the video comes on, then I would definitely show it. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how that sound in the background. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Uncle Cuddy. You know what I mean? And this is the Young Dolph murder trial. And this is Justin, you know what I mean, or straight job. You know what I mean? Oh no, I don't know. Lil Papa is no. That's crazy. Nah, I didn't know that, Mike. I just show my homage to my family up there in that Greenville area. You know what I'm talking about? Where that's all, man. That's what's up, though, man. Man, peace to all y'all American Indians, man. Harris just came up in this thing. Enoch, you know what I mean? Most hated bronze, motherfucking flat power god. You already know, man. Enoch, he came up in this thing. Big dog Philly OG, always coming back through, you know what I mean? Drake Cobbs, he, you know, I said him out earlier, he in here too. You know what I mean? Manny, you know. Hey man, peace to Bond Dog, man. Peace and love to you, man. Trust me, you're gonna see me real soon over there. I'm getting things together. And you know what I'm talking about, man. Chief Crazy Overstanding one more game, man. Milestone thoughts, man. Peace and love. You know what I mean? Hope everything going lovely for y'all, man. Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Word. Man, y'all can come up and build with me, man. Especially if some of y'all people are like in law or interested in law and stuff like that, man. Y'all can definitely come up in here and build with me. You know what I mean? Because we can start breaking down some of the language that's getting portrayed in the courtroom. You know what I mean? Where, see, you know what I mean? If we doing it live on the show and we going to look up these words and finding out what these words mean, and then we talking to people who've been in these incidents like this, man, who else is better to tell you about this particular subject matter, this particular case or whatever like that, if they never been through it. You know what I mean? Everybody can probably understand like certain wordage, but to go through it is something different. And I'm gonna tell you like that. To go through a lot of things, it's a big difference. You know what I mean? A big difference. Big difference. So I would love to have some people coming up here with me, man. You know what I mean? So we can look these words up, and you know, we can go along with it and study it. I'm just showing you that he hasn't came in yet. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of dead time though that I can fast forward. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. In the future, I will have timestamps. I will have timestamps in the future. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, rich homie, man. Yeah, and let me remind y'all now, this is day one. Today was actually day 2 of the trial, but I'm gonna start with day 1. Like I said, I want it to be like a day or 2 behind. So therefore, over the weekend, I can keep going through. You know what I mean? So we want to have like too much of a layover. You know what I mean? Because some of these days are gonna be so long. It's gonna be like 10, 12-hour days. So those 10, 12-hour days in court, those would probably be like 2 shows that we actually be able to break down. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shouts out to Adolph, man, family member. You know what I mean? Adolph Thornton, man. You know, Big Mama Thornton, man. Blue suede shoes. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You know, my bad. I don't know about the blue suede shoes. I'm just saying that sounds like something she would have said too. But you ain't nothing but a hound dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to Young Dolph and family, man. Where we're gonna keep bouncing in and out the courtroom and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Into the actual case. And shout out to Bat, man, who was doing this today too, man. I'm hoping me and Bat can get together so we can do a show on these, man. I've been asking him, like, you know, how to go ahead and do it, and he was telling me the ropes, and he was like, "Yo, man, I used to do that, man. That shit fun," and I was like, "Damn, that's something I wanted to do," and that's when I first started talking about him. You know what I mean? Where so, man, shout out to Bat. You know what I mean? Definitely, man. And I'm sorry if some of these songs are louder than the other and stuff like that, but they just going through. I'm just letting them play. They all mine, so I ain't got to worry about nothing. 'Cause they all mine. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see what they got going on. Oh, staring at the ceiling. Let me see something real quick. Okay. So right there we see this is Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop. You see the head at the bottom of the screen. Rapper, possibility, Young Dolph, real name Adolph Thornton Jr., was shot and killed in Memphis, Tennessee, back in November 2021. Several suspects have been charged in connection with his death. One of them, Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, faces trial for the murder of the rapper. If convicted, Johnson could face life in prison without the possibility of parole. Okay. So we know what he's facing. Alright. So we know what he's facing. Possible life without life without parole. Uh let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me see if they talking right now.
The proper terms for that. And I think the court has a copy of
Okay.
has reviewed it. I think that she was convicted.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all.
And resolved numerous sort of issues and streamlined things. One of the things, and we talked about this last week as we were picking the jury, is that the state would make an indictment or make modifications to the indictment so that the indictment was proper for trial, and that it gives sort of a couple counts that the state's not proceeding on at this trial, renumbers the counts so that we don't have count 1 and then count 4, but rather 1, 2, and 3. The 3 charges that will be on trial are conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, which is count 1 of this indictment, murder in the first degree, which is count 2 of the indictment, and convicted felon possession of a firearm, which is count 3 of the indictment. Counts 1 and 2 have not been altered, but count 3 the state and the defense have met, and we will have a stipulation during the trial that Mr. Johnson is a convicted felon. We're going to withhold from the jury the offense for which he was convicted. So instead, count 3 will read that he's been convicted of a felony offense that qualifies under TCA 3917 13-7B1A. And it does not say the title of the offense, which is aggravated assault violation. Is consistent with case law. Mr. Johnson's going to, Mr. Evans, Mr. Johnson are going to sign that during the trial. So we have sanitized the indictment, I guess, is the proper terms for that.
Yes, sir.
And I think the court has a copy of the sanitized indictment.
And we have that. I do. Yes.
Very good.
Right now they're breaking down. Right now they're breaking
We
down
have the
the
stipulation
actual.
already typed.
They are actually breaking down the actual indictment of the charges.
And at some point, we'll make that.
Facing it right now.
The second thing, obviously, there's cameras and media in the courtroom. There are also incredibly heightened security risk, security concerns during this trial, both inside this courtroom and outside this courtroom.
Wow.
This is one violent act and series of violent acts that have occurred in this case or around this case. There's witnesses that have true security concerns now and going forward after this trial. And there's also family members who have certain privacy rights and security concerns as well. I've been asked by several of the witnesses and by several of the family members, or maybe all of the family members, that I request from the court that the media not be allowed to film their faces during this trial or on their way in and out of the courtroom. This is a request that other judges in this building have granted numerous times when there's security implications like this, and that's what I would ask for, Your Honor. When they testify, it's customary in those circumstances that basically they film the feet of the witness, but obviously the audio and everything public. But I'd make that request with regard to several of these witnesses and all the family members coming in and out of the courtroom.
So let me make. Family members' faces or witnesses' faces, or both?
Their faces as they come in and out of this courtroom,
Okay.
but they not be allowed to film the two family members that will be the first two witnesses, their faces.
Okay.
And then going forward, maybe before we call a witness in which there's a particular security.
Okay, so apparently they got some kind of threat going on. You know what I mean? So they like shit. They don't want nobody taking no pictures. No, none of that like that, because we don't know who's coming up. You know what I mean? We don't know who's coming up. Hold on real quick. Let me make sure that I get this the right way real quick. I think something is pulling me up. Okay. All right. Yeah, something definitely was pulling me up. My apologies. All right.
You can address, Your Honor, as to whether or not they're able to film the faces of those particular witnesses.
Mr. Evans, any objection?
I have no objection to that.
That's great.
As long as the defense would be extended the same courtesy if there was a particular witness that we needed to call for that concern.
All right.
The final thing we'll put on the record now. Oh,
Let me address before we go further. You want to step aside so I can speak to Dean, my cameraman back there. Dean, so I'm going to grant the state's request that to meet the family members, and whom you're going to know, because they'll probably be brought in very shortly together. That their faces not be filmed as they come in and out of court. Okay? Or that their faces not be filmed. I'm going to security risk. This is a high security issue in trial that we're trying to do this week. So for the safety of the families, I'm going to order that you not film their faces. The first two witnesses the state has informed me will be family members. The court has no problem with you filming chest down, feet, but not their faces. You understand?
I understand.
Any questions?
Yes.
Yes.
As long as we can do our due diligence. I mean, actually, because I know nothing of this case, I know nothing of anything here. I'm from out of state.
Yes, sir.
So I want to make sure that I do what you tell me. So I have
So
to say.
the public information person.
That's a good question.
Will let you know.
Okay.
How would he know who is who?
So let you know when family members are coming in, for you not to film those faces. And I'm telling you now, the first two witnesses, you won't be filming their faces.
Gotcha.
All right. From that point, then the state's going to let you know, or let me know to let you know, whom, or the defense about with the faces that don't need to be shown. Okay?
Can we move her down there?
She got it down. All right, what's the third one?
Just go ahead and tender to the court so your Honor can go ahead and sign it. There's a stipulation with regard to the first witness, the corpus witness,
Yes, sir.
that Mr. Evans and I have already.
And y'all can't hear us good. Y'all can see. I know it might be pausing and skipping a little bit, but you know that it is what it is. All the networks around here, man, they going and adding stuff inside for this 6G.
Paying your bills on time raises your credit
You know,
score.
I mean, this 6G stuff there right now. You know what I mean? So Xfinity going around doing all type of bits and gadgets and stuff, you know, capping motion.
So let me make sure I understand this. So the corpus witness.
And let me tell you, a lot of this, some of this stuff get graphic. Since we done got down to the basis of it or whatever, let's see.
With regard to these other acts in this trial. And that's something Mr. Evans and I have talked about, sort of at length, and we've come to sort of that understanding with each other. And so before that particular witness testifies, I think it'd be smart to have the jury out and just instruct the witness again that we're not going to talk about those other crimes. Obviously, that's for our case in chief and for direct, where cross-examination goes or whatever is, you know, a different story. But I want to lay any concerns. I won't be talking about other crimes or other acts of violence in my opening or anything like that. Our plan is to proceed, you know, on this act.
Anything else to add to that, Mr. Evans?
So the only thing I would add, Your Honor, is obviously Mr. Johnson in no way concedes that he committed any of the other acts, but other than that, what Mr. Haggerty has said is accurate, and we've met and had an understanding about that.
Thank you. We probably need to make that stipulation an exhibit.
We can,
you want to do that now or you want to wait?
Well, we can do it with this one stand, Judge, if Your Honor wants to.
That's fine. Anything else?
Judge, I just have one issue to bring to the court's attention. When we were doing jury selection, I made a motion to allow Mr. Johnson to sit at counsel table based on his right to a fair trial and to assistance of counsel. Your Honor denied that motion initially. I'm renewing that same motion today so that he can be allowed to sit at counsel table and assist us during the trial. And one case in point is, as Your Honor remembers, one of the jurors that we more dired gave his impressions, and we more dired on it somewhat about getting the sense that somebody wasn't engaged in with the lawyers, that would give him a sense that they didn't really care about their case. Although other jurors didn't state that on the record, that is the concern for prejudice of Mr. Johnson and his right to a fair trial. Also, his ability to converse with us via table, be able to view things without us having to turn around when the trial's going on, is paramount to him being able to fully exercise his right to counsel.
During jury selection, I specifically remember you asking a particular juror, was her thoughts about the defendant and what he may or may have not done in the past affected by the fact that he wasn't sitting at the counsel table. And she specifically said, no, that didn't have anything to do with why she felt the way she felt. That juror was stricken, but you had the ability at that time, as you needed, to ask how people thought about that. So I'm going to continue to deny that request.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And before we get started, juror number 4 was a no-show, and so she has been excused. Anything else? Anything else we need to take up before we bring this jury in?
No,
You want to bring the family in before the jury comes in? You want to bring the family in?
Yes,
After the killing of Adolph Thornton Jr. Aided communication between Justin Johnson, also known as Stray Jaw, and Cornelia Smith after the killing of Adolph Thornton Jr. and facilitated payments to Cornelia Smith for the killing of Adolph Thornton Jr. All of which is in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 3912-103 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee, signed by the District Attorney General for the Federal Judicial District. Count 2, State of Tennessee, Criminal Court of Shelby County, September term 2022. The grand jurors of the state of Tennessee, duly selected in panel, sworn and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee. Upon their oath, present that Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelia Smith, Hernandez Gomez, on November 17th, 2021, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the findings of this indictment, did unlawfully, intentionally, and with premeditation kill Adolph Thorpe Jr. in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-13-202 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee, again signed by the District Attorney General for the 30th Judicial District. Count 3, State of Tennessee, Criminal Court of Shelby County, September term 2022. The grand jurors of the state of Tennessee duly selected, impaneled, sworn, and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath, presented Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, on November 17, 2021, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the finding of this indictment, did unlawfully and knowingly possess a firearm, having been convicted of a felony offense that qualifies under Tennessee Code Annotated 39-17-1307B1A on May the 2nd, 2017, in the Division 8 of the Criminal Court of Shelby County, Tennessee, under docket number W17000355, in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-17-1307 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Going in reverse order, that third count was convicted felon in possession of a firearm. That second count was murder in the first degree. And that first count, long one, was conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree. It's signed by the foreperson of the grand jury, a true bill having been returned on November the 10th of 2022.
Mr. Justin Johnson, how do you plead?
Not here. Mr. Johnson, please not guilty.
Thank you. Okay.
And welcome to Memphis. Two things first. I told you last week, there's going to be cameras, there's going to be TV cameras, you hear them clicking, you know, right now. When you stood up to take the oath, you probably heard them clicking too. But like we told you last week, and what the judge has instructed each and every one of them, is they cannot film y'all at all. When those cameras were clicking when you stood up to take the oath, they were taking pictures of the judge. As I'm talking to you now, they're taking pictures of me, but not y'all at all. Not at all. Second thing, like I told you last week, we don't have the big
Hope y'all enjoying it so far. Man. I want to skip through it, but it's about to get into some stuff in a second, man. You know what I mean? This game start off kind of heavy.
In the back. Yeah. Our room aided Junior in violation. There's going to be people that the law, and we take an oath to take them seriously. There's the law, and we take an oath to take them seriously and to follow. Even without the fancy little benches, or the big one does. We call this corporate. And in here, our job is to follow the law, to the facts, and to do what's right. Welcome to Memphis. Welcome to Memphis, November the 17th of 2021, in the middle of the afternoon, just after noon, about 12:21 to 3, 4 in the afternoon. So, you can stop there.
And I want to tell y'all, man, viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised.
This Memphis, Tennessee. This neighborhood is close to the airport.
And he just breaking down.
There are businesses.
If you look, you can see Dolph car right here to the right. If y'all can see Dolph car right here to the right.
We're looking at here is one of those Memphis businesses, a family business. This is the storefront of Nikita's Cookies. This is the front of the store. This is his parking lot in front of it. Nikita's Cookies. They sell butter cookies, basically. Some have icing on them. This is simple butter cookies. People say they're real good. In Memphis, they say they're fire. So we got a cookie store that sells fire butter cookies in the middle of the day at 12:21 in the afternoon.
Viewer discretion advised, y'all. Long live Dolph.
All right, so 2021, people thought that was like a Lamborghini or something, because they hadn't seen the new Corvette.
Yeah, that's a Corvette, y'all. That's not a Lambo.
That is in fact one of those new Corvettes.
Right. Hey, listen, man. This is gonna kill all the speculation. All of the speculation about it was another car on the side. That this and that didn't happen. This is gonna kill a bunch of speculation. Hey man, let me tell y'all, man. When I said these people did their homework, investigating this. And I'm talking about I'm just in day 2, and I'm telling you, these people really did their homework. I'm talking about like they did their homework to where like
You have to get that yourself.
the chair can get thrown in the death penalty if Memphis got it.
Artist, Young Dolph, had on several of his vehicles. There's a couple times in this video we'll just have to wait, but it's a matter of seconds, and it's the last seconds of his life, so we can wait for him. It's not there. All right.
Alright. So y'all see Dolph. Y'all see Dolph getting out the car. And also, you see his brother right here getting out of the car. The bulletproof. I don't know if it looked like Dolph got a gun maybe behind his back, but I doubt it. I think that's just the ear. But let me back this up just a little bit because I want to see when he actually get out the car again. And let me do. This part we already seen, y'all. I just want to look again to see when he get out. So somebody called him. Somebody definitely called him. Oh, he was on the phone with somebody. Definitely. Yeah, he was on the phone with them right there. So he was definitely on the phone with somebody right there. Okay. And he was definitely on the phone with somebody right there. Yeah, yeah, that's my music in the background, Milestone. Yeah. It ain't too loud, is it? Is it too loud? I hope not. Dang. Let me know if it's too loud, y'all.
This taller man here in the yellow shirt, blue jeans, white shoes. His name is Adolph Thornton Jr. You've heard me read it a couple times now. He grew up in Memphis. Neighborhood he grew up in was Castalia, not terribly far from this. Also a neighborhood in South Memphis. You'll see a member of his family testify this week. She'll tell you a little bit about his background and his family. I'll tell you a little bit about him right now, though. He is an ambitious young man who is a rapper, Memphis rapper, who rapped about the things that he saw growing up and that he sees in his neighborhood in Memphis. Some of that is drugs, some of that is violence, some of that is crime, some of that is gangs. Whether or not we agree or disagree as to whether or not that subject matter are things we should be listening to or not, I can assure you it's real. You have to have stuff that is real. You have to have stuff that is real. And one of the things that meant everything in terms of what is real is he wanted to make it.
Yeah. Hey man, rest in peace to Adolf. You know what I mean? But
He wanted to make it for himself. He wasn't interested.
once again, man, we going over the Young Dolph murder trial that started yesterday. Today actually was day 2, but I'm starting a day behind. You know what I mean? And also BAP, he's doing footage on it too. And it's gonna be lovely. Rest in peace, Flipper.
He wasn't interested in joining others. It was all about making it himself. He felt like when he grew up, he called it his come up. That's what he called it, his come up. That it was rough and hard, but it was important that he got through it himself and he wanted to make it for himself. And he made it for himself as a rapper, as an artist. Young Dolph became famous. Shortened to Dolph. Very famous. Wanted to make it by himself. Wanted to be self-made. But it wasn't just about him. Because he also wanted a record label. He wanted to promote other artists.
And shouts out to Flipper, man. Cause he wasn't only just about himself. You know what I mean? The brother was about more than himself. Definitely was, man. You know what I mean? The brother was definitely about upbringing his community and everything else around that. You know what I mean? Uh, dang. Sorry that had to happen, man. The real ones. The real ones, man.
He wanted to make them famous. And so he started not just his own rap career, but a record label that's called Paper Route Empire. Paper Route. Like a young man or woman would have to make money on the side for papers, but also play on the word paper. Because in Memphis, slang for money is paper. It's sometimes abbreviated PRE, Paper Route Empire. And that is Dolph and the rappers that he promoted. Trying to make it on your own is obviously hard. In this game, trying to make it on your own can create enemies. PRE, Paper Route Empire, his label, is not the only label in Memphis. He's not the only famous rapper in Memphis. Another label, CMG, Cocaine Music Group. And they became many. They wanted Dolph under their label, but he turned down millions. Only to do it himself. The second time, they wanted Dolph under their label, but he turned down many millions.
And we know my boy turned down 22 million. You know what I mean? He turned down 22 million. You know, Lil Booty was like, God damn, man. Shout out to Lil Booty, man. You know what I'm talking about? Out there, my goddamn Geechee family. You know what I'm talking about?
There are things called, in Memphis, we call them diss tracks. DISS. A rap where I insult, level whatever sort of insults and everything else I want to in the song itself. And Dolph had plenty of those. And he had plenty of those directed at this other label, the Cocaine Music Group, at their artist, and at their number 2 person. His name is Big Joke. The number 2 person of Cocaine Music Group. Through the years, and I'm talking years before we're going to watch, having nothing to do with Mr. Johnson on trial, there were highly publicized incidents of violence directed by CMG against Dolph. He even wrote songs about it. Bulletproof, 100 rounds. And he also spewed out the disses and the insults. there. This man here got out of the car with Dolph. That's his brother. His name's Marcus Thornton. His brother, his friend. This thing that we're about to watch has had a terrible impact on Marcus.
Hey, man. Shouts out to Marcus Thornton, man. Young Dolph brother, man. Man.
Brother and his friend, but he also works security for them. In fact, as Marcus walks in his cookie store, he has a gun on his person, and he has another gun in the car. Dolph is well aware of the threats and the violence from CMG that were constantly hanging over him and his people. We'll wait 30 seconds.
And like I said, man, viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. A lot of stuff they withhold from you, though, so I like that so far.
If I tell you not
Oh,
to.
shit.
White Mercedes.
I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all.
Door's still open.
Hey, if you're not playing MTG Arena, you probably should be. It doesn't even matter if you've never played Magic or maybe this.
My fault, y'all.
The number 2 person is people.
My apologies, y'all. Wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Viewer discretion advised. But keep your eyes at the very top of it. So Dolph came from this way. They got a white Mercedes right there.
Side there. The car that just drove up came from this side of the parking lot. It actually been following Dolph.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
When Dolph turned in.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Milestone, man. You know, I lost a couple of family members, man, last 3 weeks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then this whole thing right here about Flipper, man, it's just a sad thing. You know what I mean? Here we go, a brother that we can't say down with voting or religion or nothing, just a earthly person and a family-orientated person who came from good genes and was doing positive things in his community, man. And for him to get gunned down like that, I think is very sad, Milestone. You understand what I'm saying, man? So my apologies, man. This my court.
It went up to
my
this
court.
light where it got stopped for 2 seconds and then came around. It's a white Mercedes. There's other pictures where you'll be able to see it more clearly. But it's a white Mercedes with back end damage. Back here on the back passenger side of the car. It's a stolen car. It's a stolen car that our defendant here, Justin Johnson, traded for one car for another at a gas station about 10 hours.
Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding.
This man got out of the passenger side of the white Mercedes. Door's still open. We saw him run to the parking lot. He's here with a large semi-automatic weapon. He's in a hoodie, he's got sweatpants, and he's got white shoes. We'll see a second.
Hey, the shit that's gonna trip y'all out, man. Like for real, like on some real shit. The shit that's gonna trip y'all out when y'all see this clip is that first dude is an amateur. He ain't never held nothing like that before in his life. Word. I'm trying to tell you.
You come out of the car, they're gonna gun Dolph down. He's inside the business. He has walked over to sort of where the bathrooms are in the business.
Watch how this gun twists his ass up. And Dolph brother hit him a couple of times too. You can tell, but he must be had a vest on or something.
Both of these men will shoot. This one in particular, it looks like he's never shot this type of gun before. It's because he probably hadn't. The second man out of the car who's driving is our defendant, Justin Johnson. Neither one of these men are professional hitmen. It looks like they don't take tactical shooting stances because they don't. Let's watch Mr. Johnson get out of the car. Can you stop it there?
Did y'all see that just now? Did y'all see that just now?
It's a white Mercedes. There's other pictures where you'll be able to see it more clearly. But it's a white Mercedes with back end damage. White Mercedes. Door's still open.
Watch this.
We saw him run to the parking lot. He's here with a large. Those two men that we're going to see come out of the car, they're going to gun Dolph down. He's inside the business. He has walked over to sort of where the bathrooms are in the business.
Look how close he is up to the glass.
And to y'all, there's the window, and he's getting shot through the window. Both of these men will shoot. This one in particular, it looks like he's never shot this type of gun before. It's because he probably hadn't.
Right.
The second man out of the car who's driving is our defendant, Justin Johnson.
Uh-huh.
Neither one of these
Come
men
to hell finish it.
are professional hitmen. It looks like they don't take tactical shooting stances because they don't. Let's watch Mr. Johnson get out of the car.
Look at that. Oh, shit. Get out of here. What did I fucking do this now? Oh, my bad.
It's a white Mercedes. White Mercedes. Door's still open. We saw him run to the parking lot. He's here with a large semi-automatic weapon. He's in a hoodie. It looks like they don't take tactical shooting stances because they don't.
Let me see something real quick.
Let's watch Mr. Johnson get out of the car.
Yeah, I paused it just now and I slowed it down. I slowed it down so we can see something. So we can see it. Let me see something else. So we can see it better, man. I'm gonna slow it down. This stuff has a lot of footage in it. This case has a lot of video footage in it.
This white Mercedes.
This is shooter now with this gun. He don't know what he doing with it.
Will you be able to see it more clearly?
I slowed it down so we can see it in slow-mo. And y'all can see how that gun twists in him. And how Dolph must have been one spot and then they saw when he fell too. You know, and you can see him get hit too. The one that's right there shooting first. You can see him getting hit. And it's still playing, y'all. I just got it in like real slow-mo. I just got it in real slow-mo form. Yeah, you can definitely see him get pushed back. Like when he get in this area, you can see this same gunman right here get pushed back like some shots hit him. You know what I mean? I'm saying, trust me, y'all, it's still moving. He just talking right now, and he got the tape on pause. But as soon as he got down, soon as he match play, it's gonna go fast. Damn, I hope I ain't slowed it down too far. Oh no, it's okay. It's at 128 now. I know he gonna play it soon, y'all. I just don't want to. He got real close too. Damn, he got real close. With an assault rifle. Assault weapon, period. He got close as hell. Here we go, y'all. Look at it. He can't even control it. Look at it. He can't even control it. Boom. Y'all see the bullet come through that right there? And there go Dolph, brother. So the thing is, They got the damn footage of that.
This is Dolph here. Remember, he was wearing the yellow. This is Marcus. Remember, I told you he had a gun. He tries to return fire as these two men quickly shoot Dolph. Dolph's body's riddled with.
Hey guys, just visiting a property.
Right, you see what I'm saying? And it's known fact that he did shoot back. The fucking brother did shoot back now. Where he emptied the clip.
The first man out was Cornelius Smith, and he has that semi-automatic weapon. Shooting wildly into Dolph. The second man out was Justin Johnson, who has a handgun who's firing at Dolph as he lays on the ground. Marcus Thornton starts firing back once he hears the shots. Now we see him emerge from the building. Can't tell in the video, but Marcus actually hits Cornelius in the shoulder. Shoot back. I'm going to spend some time with two things.
Oh, see?
This Mercedes.
He did hit that motherfucker.
These two people.
Not that motherfucker, but shit, he did hit him in the shoulder. Okay. Hey, ladies, babe, what's going on?
At 12:20 in the afternoon, at a cookie store. They had been looking. They had followed them. And for them, this is just business. This was just business. They don't even know each other that well. Let's start with Cornelius. Cornelius is from this neighborhood, Orange Mound. He's in his early 30s now. Cornelius has had serious drug problem. He does ecstasy and Percocet. He gets his drugs over on Bradley Street, just over 2 miles from the scene. From a man whose name you have heard, Hernandez Gogan. Called him that, though they call him Quet. His middle name is Marquette, and it's shortened to Quet. So Cornelius gets his drugs from Quet. Quet is what in Memphis we call an old head. Older guy, lives in the neighborhood, lifelong criminal, in and out of jail for years. Quet sells drugs. Quet gambles on sports like crazy, online sports stuff. And then Quet tries to identify young rappers and tries to shop them to CMG. Hoping to get a cut. Hoping to hit it big. Years ago, he and his brother missed out on one of those rappers. But Quet knew a young rapper who he was in the process of shopping to CMG. And that young rapper is Justin Johnson, who goes by Straight Drop. Sometimes I just call him Drop. So Quet's the common person. He knows Cornelius from the neighborhood, knows him well, sells him drugs. He knows Justin Johnson. He's trying to get him to be the next CMG rapper. But not just that. The business is not just rap. Because Big Chook, the person I told you about before, That number 2 guy at CMG, he's put out a hit. A hit. $100,000 to whoever kills Dolph. He has met with Justin. He has met with Cornelius.
Boy.
And they think they're ready.
Boy, they had to know everything. They had to kill Big Jug. Boy, this changed the whole thing. They had to kill Big Jug. They got the connection to where these boys get the money from Big Jug. Oh, Big Jug put the bounty out. Why they killed Big Jug? They already had him locked up in connection. He got out on bond. Why they kill him? Who else was he gonna tell on? Alright, let's go, y'all. That's why I like court cases, man. And them court cases, maybe not all the truth might not come out, but 90% of the truth gonna come out in them court cases. Word.
50 grand, I guess, that he could waste away on Percocets, Texas. For Justin, it's 50 grand, but also a chance to make it big with CMG. To become the next famous Memphis rapper. The straight drop. They were sent here. They were sent. But not professional hitmen. Not even monsters. I'm not gonna call anybody a monster. This is just business for New City. Money for Cornelius, money and rap fame for Justin Johnson. They did the best they could, right? Stolen car. Better use a stolen car that can't be traced back to me. When we still shot the video, you'll see that they're wearing gloves. Afterwards, the guns get disappeared. The car gets ditched in a neighborhood and wiped down and moved, wiped down and moved. Their plan is to go their separate ways and just disappear into Memphis. They did the best they could. I guess it could have gotten away with it. You get the guns gone, you get the car wiped down, get the car hidden for long enough. You're wearing masks, you're wearing hoodies, you're wearing gloves. Do it so quick, but it takes seconds. You get in, you get out, you get separate, you get disappeared, and I guess you get away with it.
Seconds, man. That's all it takes, y'all. Just seconds. Oh, $50,000, man.
There's a problem. There's a problem there.
That's crazy for $50,000, man. That's real crazy, man.
It's not 1981. It's not 1991. It's not even 2001 when I started this program. It's 2021. It's 2021. And what I started talking to you about when I first stood up. What you didn't think about. What we don't think about. Almost ever anymore. These places have cameras. Places have cameras. Is the hotel hot? It's walking into the building. It's this courtroom now. A lot of places that have cameras. And also what we don't think about, we didn't have to in 1981 or 91, whatever, because we carry phones around. Phones that can give people clues as to where we were, what was going on. We can wipe down cars. We can use stolen cars. We can get rid of guns. We can disappear in the neighborhoods. We can separate from each other. But it's 2021. Now, I guess I didn't think about that. We reviewed back up the video about 3 or 4 seconds. All right, we can stop there. All right, so what we saw before was this man first. Remember the one with the automatic weapon, the larger of the 2 weapons? He got out of the car first from the passenger side. He ran around and shot the gun wildly into Dolph. We're concerned in this trial. Mr. Smith is charged with murder too. So is Mr. Govan. And we've heard that Jamarcus is charged with conspiracy, but in this trial, this is Justin.
Okay. So you got this other dude right here. He's going to be charged with murder too. This is Justin Johnson right here. I think that's what they're trying to say. This is Justin. This is the other dude. And then it's another dude who's getting charged also. Okay.
This is Justin Johnson. He's wearing tennis shoes that have white soles. See this one better in this shot. White soles, they're black with a little white stripe. There are times in the video where you can see his socks, and they're white socks. He's wearing gray sweatpants. In fact, there's angles of the video that you can see that this gray sweatpant on this left leg has a little silver like emblem on it, real small and shiny sometimes. He's wearing gloves. See it maybe better there. He's wearing a black hoodie. He's wearing a mask, and he's wearing a Bass Pro hat. All right, so black tennis shoes, the white sole, white stripe up the middle of the tennis shoes, white socks, gray sweatpants. There is a little emblem that you can see in some angles on the leg. Black hoodie. Here during the shooting, he's wearing a mask, and he's got a Bass Pro hat. Bass Pro store is only not even a quarter mile from where we're sitting, right here. There's other angles and other still shots where you can clearly see it's a Bass Pro hat. And there's other angles where you can see the little emblem that it has on his sweatpants. Call it video.
That's the famous photo right there.
There's a building in Memphis. This happens in a historic neighborhood itself, Orange Meadow. But there's a building in Memphis, it's a historic building. There's only like 10 or 12 of these buildings in the whole United States. They used to be, back 7 years ago, Sears buildings. Okay? Huge. Largest square foot building in Memphis for many, many years. At the time, Sears was sort of like Amazon before Amazon existed. Because these big warehouse buildings are where you come and place your orders, and they say it was quite sort of an amazing thing. The need for those buildings went away. In Memphis, the building was abandoned for decades. The pictures of it abandoned. It's crazy. It was the largest square foot building in Memphis, and it was abandoned. In other cities, there were 10 or 12 of these things. Some were abandoned, some were actually been torn down. But a few were repurposed. And in Memphis, over the last 15 years, ours was repurposed and renovated and redone. Amazing building. It has high school in it. It has restaurants in it. It has businesses in it. It has a YMCA in it. It has a brewery in it. It has all sorts of things in it. Also has apartments in it. It has 4 floors of apartments. So when you live here, it is a nice place to live. You live sort of like in a shopping mall with restaurants and everything else right there. Okay. Justin Johnson, 2021, has a mother and a sister that have apartments in that building. The building is 12 stories high. Huge footprint. November 17th, 2021. This is less than an hour before the killing. This is Justin Johnson in the elevator, leaving the building about an hour, really less than an hour, before the killing. Black tennis shoes, white soles, white stripe up the middle, gray sweatpants, black hoodie.
And the crazy shit is, man, I think he had this shit on for like 3 days.
In fact, we'll see picture after picture and video after video. It's the same outfit he was wearing the night before. We'll see him in this outfit from 2 o'clock in the morning, same day, all the way up to leaving the building right before the killing. The exact same outfit as that man in the video. I guess as to what kind of car he got caught leaving it at the parking garage of this building. A white Mercedes with back end damage, just like the one we see in the video. Less than an hour before. You can get rid of guns. You can wipe out cars. You can disappear in neighborhoods. But it's not 1981. It's 2020. And from 2 o'clock that morning to 12:23 the same day, he is caught again and again. And it's not just before the murder. Cornelius got shot. Can't tell the video. He got shot in the shoulder. He needs medical attention, or at least somebody look at it. You'll see the text messages. You'll see the phone location type stuff. You'll see that Mr. Johnson and Mr. Smith, after they ditch the car in the neighborhood, they have another called Brady, but they go over to Mr. Johnson's cousin's apartment. An apartment complex that used to be called the Two Lane Apartments here, now it's called the Gospel Gardens Apartments. We're talking within 45 minutes of the killing. So we have the killing, Cornelius gets shot, ditch the car, get in Johnson's other car, and we go to Johnson's cousin's apartment, 2 lanes. So they can try to bandage up Cornelius. So Johnson can change his clothes. So they can try to get away and disappear. How do we know that? Well, their phones, but not just their phones, because again, it's not 1981. That apartment complex has video. You see them arrive in Johnson's other car, which is a white-based condition. You see them from distance walking into the apartment complex. You see Johnson's cousin directing them where to go. You see at this point Cornelius has his shirt pulled up weirdly because he's been shot in the shoulder. You see Johnson wearing the same clothes, the gray sweatpants, the black shoes, the black hoodie, the Bass Pro hat. You see him go inside the apartment. At some point you see Johnson come out. Someone else has brought him a change of clothes. You see Johnson get inside that car, inside the back seat of his friend's car, and change his clothes. No longer outfit. And then you see him to disappear almost. Because later that night, we see Johnson back at that big building called Crosstown. He's in his new clothes that his friend brought him at the apartment complex. And he goes to his apartment, and he packs up, and you'll see him at the elevator with his suitcase and everything else, ready to get the heck out of town. The contract hit a big joke. The hitman found and solicited Hernandez Gomez to the Cartwell. The hitman, a druggie from the neighborhood, Cornelius, and the aspiring young rapper, Straight Drop. And they could have gotten away with it, but they didn't. What we watch up here is so quick. And we watch it and we call it violence. That's a man with a family.
Hey man, let me give a shout out to y'all, man. Peace and love to y'all, man. Straight up, some wild ass Indians. You know what I'm talking about? Shouts out to y'all. Y'all already know, man. Black Panther type shit. You feel me? Shout out P. Moses, Nate, Hawkeye. Yo, man, y'all are link in the chat, man. Y'all can come build. I might not be in for long, but I mean, I'm gonna show a little bit of this today. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down in sections. That way we'll be able to still watch it over the weekend, and we might be a little bit behind, but y'all can always follow yourself. You know what I mean? But this is just a breakdown so we can talk about it. You know what I mean? Amongst each other and see how this thing go, because it's gonna unfold a bunch of stuff, man. A bunch of stuff is gonna get unfolded with this. Definitely, man. The plays, all of that's gonna get unfolded in this, man. And I truly think that it's gonna be a beautiful thing. that the family get to know exactly what happened per se and how the whole thing went down. Now a lot might be missing because Juke's gone. Rest in peace, Big Juke. You know what I mean? I know you like that, but a lot is gonna be missing because he's gone. And they said he can't be put on trial because he's not no longer here. That's crazy. Now I'm wondering, man, his mom was in that truck too. A hit is a hit. Nobody survives. But for Mom Dukes to be able to get out and survive, that's a very orchestrated and time planned hit. And that's a lot on the inside. Anything that tight and that orchestrated, that's ooh, man. Man, who's to say? You know what I mean? It's two things. Either it's inside or they already done been getting followed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, a lot is gonna get exposed in this case, man. I'm gonna play a little more of it, man. We 2 hours in on the case. You know what I mean? The case went for 8 hours the first day. So I'll break it down, man. You know what I mean? In segments. Hope y'all like that, you know.
For Cornelius Smith and for Justin Johnson.
And that's only because I want to go into the book for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? So I figure like about
they call it
7:50. I'll go ahead and get into the book, and I'll go into these different books. And
what we do here this week in here, we'll see the video plenty of times. We'll see the cross-town videos, the apartment videos, the still shots, and everything else. What we do here this week together is not violence, and it's not business. It's justice. And at the end of this, you will see that both Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson are caught. And they're both guilty of murder. They're both guilty of conspiracy to commit murder. And Johnson, as he is a prior felon, is also guilty of convicted felon in possession of a handgun. And if he is caught on video is not enough for you, you'll also hear it from Cornelius Smith's mouth. That's me with the assault rifle killing Dolph. And that's Justin with the handgun with me killing Dolph. These heroes is just called.
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning. Good to see you. Thank y'all for being here. It's an important day. It's going to be an important week. As you all sit in judgment and you evaluate the evidence in this case. And as we talked about in Ward, Mr. Johnson sits before you innocent. And he'll remain that way. Because at the conclusion of this case, once you've viewed all the evidence and heard all the testimony, you will not be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that he did this. Because he did. Now, Mr. Haggard was a very skilled attorney, did a great opening statement. But there's always two sides. And there are certain things about this case that I'm going to urge you to be paying particular attention to. You heard a little bit about Govan, and I anticipate.
Hold on. Did he just say, y'all, did he just say that you're gonna hear dude talking about him committing the murder? And he did? Hold
Mr.
on.
Hagerman talked about Mr. Govan and said he liked to, get an interest in young. Mr. Hagerman talked about paying particular attention to.
Alright, it's about to switch over now. I want to make sure I heard what I heard.
It's not enough for you?
And nobody else, and everybody else heard what I heard.
Also here,
About.
on Cornelius Smith's mouth. That's me with the assault rifle Young Dolph. And that's Justin with the handgun with me.
Oh shit. So the other dude already told. He said you're gonna hit other dude, said that is me. And that is Justin Jefferson right there next beside me with the pistol. Oh. Oh, they threw. Why go to trial or if they trying not to get the death penalty?
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, they trying to flip it to turn a RICO trial. Oh, shit.
Good to see you.
Hey, listen.
Thank y'all for being here.
This shit can get... Oh, my bad, y'all. Fuck. My bad, y'all.
We'll see him in this outfit.
My bad, y'all.
It was just...
Thank you, Judge.
Word. My bad, y'all. I missed and skipped that shit. But listen, y'all. This shit right here about to get into some whole other shit. Like, for real, for real. They really don't even... They care about the murder. But they trying to sink. And they knew... Oh, man. Let's see. If we see things up and coming with other people within this family ties or whatever like that, we're gonna see.
Good morning. Good to see you. Thank y'all for being here. It's an important day. It's going to be an important week. As you all sit in judgment and you evaluate the evidence in this case. And as we talked about in Fort Iron, Mr. Johnson sits before you innocent. And he'll remain that way. Because at the conclusion of this case, once you've viewed all the evidence and heard all the testimony, you will not be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that he did this. Because he did. Now, Mr. Hagerman was a very skilled attorney, did a great opening statement. But there's always two sides. And there are certain things about this case that I'm going to urge you to be paying particular attention to. You heard a little bit about Govan, and I anticipate you'll get to hear from Govan in this case. You already heard you're going to be hearing from Mr. Smith. And Mr. Hagerman talked about Mr. Govan and said he liked to, get an interest in young rappers, right? He liked to exploit. He liked to exploit young rappers. Like Mr. Johnson, He brings no skill to the table, but you're going to hear testimony about how he intended. It was his sole mission to get a 30 to 60% piece of Mr. Johnson. You're going to hear him say, oh man, Mr. Johnson was going to go platinum. And he and his god brother had missed out on this golden opportunity for another rapper, and they weren't going to let that go by. They weren't going to let that go by again. And so he gets his claws in Mr. Johnson. All right? And what you're going to hear is, as the process goes on, is the idea is that he's going to sign with CMG, Mr. Johnson. But there comes a point in the road where what Mr. Govan wants, which is a meal ticket, the payday, and what Mr. Johnson wants, differ. And you're going to hear about how they take this trip to Atlanta. And the whole idea is that they're going to go to Atlanta, and this is Mr. Govan's chance. He's got another guy he's going to bring in to help sell the management contract, which is going to give him this massive piece of this young up-and-coming artist. And you're going to hear, this is about September of 21. This is right before November. And you're going to hear that they go to Atlanta to meet Joe, who is one of the higher-ups at CMG. Right? They go to Atlanta, and while in Atlanta, Mr. Johnson decides, I'm not going to go your way. I'm not going to go your way, Govan. I'm not going into business with you. I'm going to do it without you. And at that moment, I anticipate you're going to hear Mr. Govan say he was really mad. He felt some kind of way about the fact that he had, in his mind, his perception was he had done all this to help this up and coming star, and now he was going to be left to the wayside, and he wasn't going to get a piece. And he's so angry that he leaves Mr. Johnson in Atlanta. Leaves him there. Mr. Johnson has to find another way home. You know, Mr. Hagerman talked about, it's not 1981, right? 2024 now, 21 when this happened. But there are certain things that are as old as time. And that's greed, right? Pride, and deceit. And that's what Mr. Govan has. Is greed. And then he gets angry because if he can't get a piece of this young artist, it's time to tank this one, because he's not going to go. And Govan, you're going to hear, and the state has said, is soliciting. He's in the middle of this thing with them. It's going to be important for you through this case to really pay attention to credibility. When you hear witnesses like Govan testify, why is he saying what he's saying? What's he getting at? He's getting something. And you're going to hear it. He's got a vested interest in making sure to be said for Mr. Smith. You're going to hear from Mr. Smith. And Mr. Hagerman tells you, he says he's going to tell you that he can jump. You will also hear about other things Mr. Smith has said during the same time that he's been meeting with the state, meeting with law enforcement, trying to save himself. And while he's doing this, while he's meeting with them and telling them this story, you're also going to hear he's writing letters to his family and telling his family, I didn't really do this. I didn't really do this. I'm just going to get the deal. I just want the deal. I want you to know I didn't do it. I'm just saying what I got to say to get myself home. How much bigger of a motivator could
Anybody want to come up, man? We can build real quick on that. You know what I mean? Definitely, we can come and build on that. I know my brother Smoke, you know, live, you already know. Saying, man, y'all boys come on up. Come on up. The history of the American Indians. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, nothing at the bottom. Okay. The history of the American Indians, particularly those nations adjoining to the Mississippi, East and West Florida, Georgia, South and North Carolina, and Virginia, containing an account of their origin, language, manners, religions, and civil customs, laws, forms of government, punishments, conduct in war and domestic life, their habitats, diet, agriculture, manufacturers, diseases, and methods of cures, and other particulars sufficient to render it a complete Indian system with observation on former historians, the conduct of our colony governors, superintendents, missionaries, etc. Also an appendix containing the description of the Floridans and the Mississippian lands and their production, the benefits of colonizing Georgiana and civilizing the Indians, and the way to make all the colonies more valuable to the mother country, with a new map of the country referred to in history by James Adair, Esquire, a trader with the Indians, resident in the country for 40 years, London, printed for Edward and Charles Diddley in the poetry. MDCCLXXV, which are Roman numerals. I don't even want to get into that because those are Greek. To the Honorable Colonel George Graham, George Gallifin, and Lachie Megawatts Esquire. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna see if we can
There are too many instances of this prostitution in Great Britain, for it to be fuffered in America. Numbers of high-feet patrons are praised for their divine wifedom and godlike virtues, and yet the whole empire is discontented, and America in strong convulsions. May you long enjoy your youthful calm and prosperity. That FO the widow, the fatherless, and the stranger may always joyfully return. Always joyfully return, as in past years, from your hospitable house while this didrat on hands as a full proof of that sincere attachment with which I am, gentlemen, your most obedient, humble servant, James Adair.
All right. So we got James Adair writing to somebody. You know what I mean? So when y'all see it say history, you know these F's are history. So that's how you know that they're not speaking our English. We actually have S's. You know what I mean? Word. All right.
Always joyfully return, as in past years, from your hospitable house while this didrat.
Hold up. Y'all couldn't hear none of those readings, yo? Damn, don't tell me y'all couldn't hear none of the readings. Jay Clement, you couldn't hear the thing reading, man? Wow. Hopefully we can do it now. Alright, hopefully we can do it now.
Always joyfully return, as in past years, from your hospitable house while this didrat on hands is a full proof of that sincere attachment with which I am, gentlemen, your most obedient, humble servant, James Adair. He following hierarchy and observations are the Purdu and Ion. One who hath been chiefly engaged in an Indian life ever since the year 1735, and mod of the pages were written among our old friendly Chickafa, with whom I first traded in the year 1744. The Fujeds are interning, as well as Amufing, but never was a literary work begun and carried on with more development rage as the author was separated by his situation from the conversation of the learned, and from any libraries frequently interrupted alpha by Bufinovs, and obliged to conceal his papers, through the natural jealousy of the natives. The traders' letters of correspondence always excited their suspicions, and often gave offense. Another difficulty I had to encounter was the secrecy and cleffinovs of the Indians as to their own affairs, and their prying defition into the of others, that there is no possibility of retirement among them. A view of the disadvantages of my situation made me reluctant to comply with the earned and repeated felicitations of many worthy friends, to give the public an account of the Indian nations with whom I had long refited, was intimately connected, and of whom scarcely anything had yet been published but romance, and a mass of fiddleton. My friends at last prevailed, and on Peru Fing the feats, they were pleased to approve the contents, as conveying true information, and general entertainment. Having no ambition to appear in the world as an author, and knowing that my history differed essentially from all former publications of the kind, I first resolved to suppress my name 5, but my friends advised me to own the work, and thus it is tendered to the public, in the present form. The performance hath doubtless imperfections, humanum errare. Some readers may think there is too much of what relates to myself, and of the adventures of small parties among the Indians and traders. But minute circumstances are often of great consequence, oily and diffy overing the deviant and genius of a people deferring their manners and customs and giving proper information to rulers at a distance. I thought it better to be teamed prolix, than to omit anything that might be useful on the points. Some repetitions, which occur, were necessary, the history of the several Indian nations being much intermixed with each other, and their customs nearly alike. One great advantage my readers will here have, I sat down to draw the Indians on the spot, had them many years, landing before me, and lived with them as a friend and brother. My intentions were pure when I wrote, truth hath been my standard, and I have no finifter or mercenary views in publishing. With inexpressible concern I read the febrile, imperfect, and fabulous accounts of the Indians, already given to the world. Fiction and conjecture have no place in the following pages. The public may depend on the fidelity of the author, and that his descriptions are genuine, though perhaps not so puerile and romantic as other Indian histories and accounts they may have been. My grand objects were to give the literati proper and good materials for tracing the origin of the American Indians, and to incite the higher powers zealously to promote the bell interests of the British colonies, and of the mother country. For both greatness and happiness, I have them all ardent desires. The whole of the work is totally submitted to the candor and judgment of the impartial public. History of
Alright, I hope y'all was hearing that so far. So I'm gonna let it go through the contents. Just something that something else. So I got like 3-4 books that I'm gonna be reading. Well, the way that I'm gonna do this, man, I hope that I can you know what I mean, let this ride. If y'all can hear.
The performance hath dealt an account of the Catawba, Specrake. The performance hath dealt less imperfections, humanum et errare. Some readers may think there but minutes or I thought 10 verbations and arguments.
Let's go to the
History
contents,
of the North
y'all.
American Indians, their cudgelums, AC verbations on their color, yea, temper, and droves. Verbations on the origin and descent of the Indians. 10 verbations and arguments in proof of the American Indians being defended from the Jews. Argument I. Their division into tribes 2. Their worship of Jehovah 3. Their notions of a theocracy 4. Their belief in the ministration of angels v. Their language and dialect 6. Their manner of counting.
So we know this right here. He's noticing some kind of religious connection and trying to compare them to these lost tribes now. Pay attention, y'all.
The performance hath doubtless imperfections. 10 for their notions of a theocracy 4. Their belief in the ministration of angels v. Their language and dialect 6. Their manner of counting time 7. Their prophets and high priests 8. Their festivals, fasts, and religious rites 9. Their daily sacrifice X. Their ablutions and anointings 11. Their laws of uncleanness 12. Their abstinence from unclean things 13. Their marriages, divorces, and punishment of adultery 14. Their febrile punishments 15. Their cities of refuge 16. Their purifications and ceremonies preparatory to war 17. Their ornaments 18. Their manner of curing.
And as soon as somebody see this, they automatically equate it to a religion.
The fic 19. Their burial of the dead XX. Their mourning for their dead XXI. Their raped and feed to a deceased brother XXII. Their choice of names adapted to their circumstance in the times p. 191 XXII. Their own traditions, the accounts of our English writers, and the testimonies which the Spanish and other authors have given, concerning the primitive inhabitants of Peru and Mexico. Page RP 5 P18 P32 P35 P37 P74 P8 94 P115 P120 P 100. Account of the Catawba, Specrake, Mujcobi, or Creeks, Sputab, and Spicaffa nations, with the Cafional reworks on their laws, and the condole of our governors, superintendents, missionaries, AC. Account of the Catawba nation, ACP-223 Account of the Chirake nation, ACP 226 account of the Muchkoj Nation, AC. P257 account of the Sputav Nation, AC. P282 account of the Spikafa Nation, ACP 352 general observations on the North American Indians displaying their love to their country, their martial spirit, their caution in either method of fighting barbarity, to their captives in flames of their fortitude and magnanimity in the view of death, their reward of public services, the manner of crowning their warriors after 6 hori, their games method of fishing, and of building their utensils and manufacturers conduit in domoilic life, their laws, form of government, AC. ACP-375 Appendix. Containing a description of the Floridas, and the Mephiphippi lands, with their product lines, the benefits of colonizing Georgiana, and civilizing the Indians, and the way to make all the colonies more valuable to the mother country, p. 451a. His Cat. History of the North American Indians. Cat. Cat.
Alrighty. So we can see a map right here. And this map will have to be after the 1700s because Mississippi is now there. North Carolina and Georgia is now there. So West Florida will be the bottom part of Mississippi. I might have to get this and blow that up and turn that, and definitely turn that sideways. Definitely. Y'all already know that. Let's see.
Cat. History of the North American Indians, their customs. Cat. History of the
map cartography.
North American Indians, their customs, and see observations on the color, fiap, temper, and drifts of the Indians of America. Tiki Indians are of a copper or red clay color, and they delight in everything which they imagine may promote and increase it accordingly. They paint their faces with vermilion, as the bed and most beautiful ingredient. If we consider the common laws of nature and providence, we'll all not be surprised at this custom, for everything loves bed its own likeness and place in the creation, and is fed to ridicule its opposite. If a deformed FON of burning Africa was to paint the devil, he would not do it in black colors, nor delineate him with a coarse woolly head, nor with thick lips, a hort flat nose, or clumpy feet, like the of a bear. His devil would represent one of a different nation or people. But was he to draw an agreeable picture according to the African taste, would daub it all over with footy black. All the Indians are strongly attached to, and prejudiced in favor of, their own color, that they think as meanly of the whites, as we possibly can do of them. The English traders among them experience much of it, and are often very glad to be allowed to pass muster with the Indian chieftains, as fellow brethren. Of the human species, one instance will sufficiently echo in what flattering glass they view themselves. Some time past, a large body of the English Indian traders, on their way to the Sputa country, were escorted by a body of Creek and Choctaw warriors. The Creeks, having a particular friendship for foam of the traders, who had treated them pretty liberally, took this opportunity to chide the Choctaws, before the traders, in a smart though friendly way, for not allowing to the English the name of human creature as for the general name they give us in their more favorable wharf peaches, looks that of a contemptible, heterogeneous animal. The hotter, or colder the climate is, where the Indians have long resided, the greater proportion have they either of the red, or white, color. I took particular notice of the Shawano Indians, as they were calling from the northward, within 50 miles of the Chickasaw country, to that of the Creeks, and, by comparing them with the Indians which I accompanied to their camp, I affirmed the Shawano to be much fairer than the Chickasaw *. Though I am satisfied, their endeavors to cultivate the copper color were alike. Many incidents and observations lead me to believe that the Indian color is not natural, but that the external difference between them and the whites proceeds entirely from their customs and method of livings and not from any inherent spring of nature, which will entirely overturn Lord Carnes's whole fiefdom of color, and separate races of men. That the Indian color is merely accidental, or artificial, appears pretty evident. Their own traditions record them to have come to their prevalent lands by the way of the weft, from a far distant country, and where there was no variegation of color in human beings, and they are entirely ignorant which was the fur-feet or primitive color. Besides, their rites, customs, and see as we'll haul prefently fee, prove them to be Orientalists, and, as the difference of color among the human species is one of the principal causes of separation, drift, and bloodlust, would it not greatly reflect on the goodness and justice of the divine being, ignominified to brand numerous tribes and their posterity, with color odious and hateful in the fight and opinion of a different color? Some writers have contended, from S is not a note of plurality with the Indians J when I mention therefore either their national, or proper names, that common error is avoided, which writers ignorant of their language constantly commit. The diversity of color, that America was not peopled from any part of Asia, or of the Old World, but that the natives were a separate creation. Of this opinion is Lord Keynes, in which he labors to establish in his late publication, entitled Sketches of the History of Man. But his reasoning on this point, for a local creation, is contrary both to revelation and facts. His chief argument, that there is not an angle hair on the body of any American, nor the least appearance of a beard, is utterly destitute of foundation, as can be attested by all who have had any communication with them of this more preferably moreover, to form one creation of whites, a fecund creation for the yellows, and a third for the blacks, is a weakness, of which infinite wifedom is incapable. Its operations are plain, effete, contant, and perfect. The variegation therefore of colors among the human race, depends upon a fecund cause. Lord Keynes himself acknowledges that the span of inhabitants of Carthagena in South America lost their vigor and color in a few months. We are informed by the anatomical observations of our American physicians, concerning the Indians, that they have discerned a certain fine cowl, or web, of a red gluey substance, close under the outer skin, to which it reflects the color, as the epidermis, or outer skin, is alike clear in every different creature. An experience, which is the belt medium to cover truth, gives the true cause why this corpus mucosum, or glueal web, is red in the Indians, and white in us, the parching winds, in hot sunbeams, beating upon their naked bodies, in their various gradations of life, necessarily tarnifully there, kins with the tawny red color. Add to this, their contant anointing themselves with bear's oil, or grief, mixed with a certain red root, which, by a peculiar property, is able alone, in a few years' time, to produce the Indian color in those who are white-born, and who have even advanced to maturity. The metamorphoses I have often seen. At the Shawano main camp *, I saw a Pennsylvanian, a white man by birth, and in Perflian a Christian, who, by the inclemency of the fun, in the year 1747, I headed a company of the cheerful, brave Chickasaw, with the eagle's tails, to the camp of the Shawano Indians, to apprehend one Peter Chartier, a Frenchman, who, by his artful paintings, and the Fupin conduit of the Pennsylvanian government, had decoyed a large body of the Shawano from the English to the French, in Creft. But fearing the consequences, he went round 100 miles, toward the Chirate nation, with his family, and the head warriors, and thereby evaded the danger. For on the color and temper of the Indians of America, and his endeavors of improving the red color, was tarned with as deep an Indian hue, as any of the camp, though they had been in the woods only the space of 4 years. We may easily conclude then, what a fixed change of color, Fuka a conf method of life. Would produce, for the color being once thoroughly eltabilhut, nature would, a carroted were, forget herself, not to beget her own like nefs. Besides, may we not suppose that the imagination can improve the animal cults, in the time of copulation, by its strong vital power, with it lead Fuka an external similitude. As we speak of, the sacred oracles, and Christian regifters, as well as Indian traditions, fuppert the sentiment, the color of Jacob's cattle resembled that of the peeled rods he placed before.
See, and there goes the philosophical stuff. That's the Bible stuff. But it's gonna be a good read though. But I'm gonna stop that like that, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Hope y'all all peace and love and respect. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with part 2. And as the weekend go on, I do longer shows, y'all. Definitely. But peace and love. Hope y'all told somebody out there that y'all love them. You know. And I'm gonna end it with this.
Constantly stressing, wondering if I chose the right direction. Nobody told me pain would leave an everlasting impression. So I go up my clear, that's my best protection. Coming up about the struggle, ain't nothing ever been beautiful. Under these coats is pain, I just make it look good to you. Keeping my feelings inside cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. So I suck up my pride, I don't wanna hurt nobody. Hearing voices of grandma telling me to come down. So much of what you bought, don't let your family down. With this load upon my shoulder, that gift on me came a border. Thought it would change when I was older, baby, I'm a soldier. We came a long way to bathrooms, we never had them. Throw that shit up in the woods of country flushing. Thanks to this game, cause they got me living better. They try to stop my blessings, but I will never let them.
In my life,
Yeah, man. So today, you know what I mean, we was able to see evidence that was gonna get presented, all the evidence that they was gonna present. We saw opening arguments from the prosecution, um, and we saw parts of the opening arguments from the defense. We will get into the rest of the open arguments from the defense tomorrow and get into the actual first witnesses that they're going to start calling tomorrow. I think it's going to be good doing it like this. I just do it for a little good 2-3 hours, just bring us something and then just do a little reading afterwards too, just to bring some info on it. Afterwards, you know what I mean? Yeah. Uh, but I hope y'all enjoy it, man. Y'all definitely share it out. Make sure y'all share it out tomorrow. I'll be back. You know what I mean, with some more on the trial. Definitely. The reason why I'm doing it too, because if y'all want to see the whole trial, y'all can definitely go back and watch the trial. So the only time that I'm gonna actually play the whole thing from here on out is when I actually live. Then I'll play it out like that. But if I'm re-showing it and stuff like that, I'm gonna skip through some parts. So that's why I'm trying to get ahead so I can be able to explain certain things. But a lot of key stuff, I'm gonna document it. I'm gonna timestamp it so we can get into it, man. You know what I mean, and get some feedback off it, man. But y'all already know, man. Peace and love to all of y'all. Uh, Make sure y'all tell somebody out there that y'all love them. Somebody, someone, or something because they need it. You know what I'm talking about. Man, it's your boy OTK, man. Peace. I'm out.